right?
Straight to it.
Yeah. All right, no. Okay. Hold on. Trying to gather myself. Trying to. Beep boop. All right, so what do you think will happen if Stephen Curry played in the 90s?
What do I think?
No, really. What do you think? Because, listen, I spoke to a good friend of mine, right? And he seemed to think that Curry wouldn't be who Curry was, which makes no fucking sense.
Time out. Was this friend your uncle?
Yes, this friend is my
this
uncle.
friend in his 40s?
Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely in his 40s.
Older fellow.
Yeah, he's an older fellow.
Baby boomer, huh?
He's up north. He's from up north. And he seems to think that if Curry played in the 90s, he would not be so crazy. I believe he said something about Mark Price. I almost slapped his ass.
Mark Price.
Bro, he said
Stockton?
He said something like he'll be a slightly better Mark Price.
Wow.
Slightly better. And I'm talking about if you just go ahead and pop Stephen Curry
in the
90s from right now.
Just go ahead and give him one season to play.
Yeah, one season. No.
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
What do you think will happen?
I think Curry's first game, he's going for 70 points, 14 assists, 12 rebounds.
Legit.
12 rebounds somehow.
Legit.
All right, scratch the rebounds. Maybe 3 rebounds. And not 70 points, maybe 60 points in his first game in the 90s.
And there's just... Oh.
And what? All right. I don't know if you've ever seen videos of 90s basketball and how point guards played in 90s basketball.
It was real bad.
Okay?
All right, it was not skill heavy, okay? First of all, they all dribbled with one hand. They didn't have a left hand, or if they had a left hand, they didn't have a right hand.
Yeah.
So it was that bad. It wasn't very skilled.
And if they could dribble with both hands, they couldn't do layups with both hands.
No, legit. I think who was the first skilled guard?
Allen Iverson. Isaiah Thomas would be another one.
Isaiah Thomas was good.
Isaiah Thomas was ahead of his time. I think Pistol Pete was ahead of his time too. I seen videos of him, bro. While everybody was dribbling with one hand, this man was going between the legs. And
Okay.
So Pistol Pete was probably the most, the earliest skilled guard.
Okay.
And then next would probably be Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
And then next would probably be Allen Iverson.
All right, so I'm gonna be honest here, bro. What do I think will happen if Curry goes to the past? Like, put this Curry. You see, the thing is that I don't know what this person's point was when he said that Curry would be like
slightly better Mark Price.
Yeah, Mark Price, because he seems to think that Curry can only get buckets off of
fouls.
No, off of screens.
Oh, that's what he was saying. He's saying that he wouldn't have as many screens set.
But he's making it seem like Curry really had that this year.
He's acting
Curry had 30. I mean, he was a scoring champion this year. Didn't have. All right, off of every screen, he got double teamed. So he had to score off the double team, regardless, which is an illegal defense. You have to be guarding somebody back in the past. Like, literally, you couldn't do no boxing one. I don't think you could do zone.
You just couldn't do zone.
Yeah, you couldn't do no zone, so you couldn't face somebody.
You couldn't cover a spot. You could double team, though.
No.
You're guarding one person, fine.
Yeah, but you can't stay right here waiting for the man. Like, what?
Illegal defense was a thing in the 90s.
So that means, that just means, I'm just going to say it, man. Everybody in today's game will be a star back then. I'm sorry.
It's true. Even the bench players would be stars back then.
They will be stars.
And that's really a good thing. That just shows how well the game evolved over time.
Yeah, it has. It simply has. It's just...
The game has evolved so much to the point where you have a series like the Clippers versus Mavs. You have one of the best defenders ever going against a young star, one of the best scorers in the league, Luka Doncic. Okay. And the best defender is admitting to not being able to stop a young star.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. No. He was clamping him.
The last two games.
My God, man.
But over a series of 7 games.
He's not to play with, bro.
This man, Luka, averaged probably like 35, 9 and 8. He averaged like 35, 9 and 8 on damn near 50% shooting.
Nah,
so
he's really good, man.
the talent that we have today is not even comparable to the talent that they have in the 90s.
Yeah, you put Luka back there, he's gonna kill y'all. You put anybody, and that's no offense to the old heads. It's not like I'm saying that if you guys came up here, y'all couldn't get to that. But if we're talking about plopping your team in today's game, it's over.
Well, I think
you're getting waxed.
I think if you take a run-of-the-mill team from the 90s,
bro, you can take the Bulls. You can take the Bulls. They'd
still be a professional team. I don't know if they would be as bad as a college team.
Listen, you can take the Bulls, right? With Jordan and Pippen. Do you think they're beating the Nets?
No.
No, they wouldn't have a chance. The Warriors?
No.
The 2016 Cavs? They're not beating anybody.
No, and that's why you don't measure greatness on what's better, like actually technically better, because with time, things
just naturally get better.
Yeah. So you have to compare greatness with what they did for their time. Realistically, that's the only way to compare greatness.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if you take Jordan and you plop him here and he plays against LeBron, he's not going to be able to guard LeBron.
All right, so we're going to get into that. I have second part to this. Just came up. Just breaking news type shit.
Breaking
right?
news?
Yeah. Yeah, just like that. Check us out. If you put Jordan in today's game, this is what I think. I think he'll just be Kawhi.
I wouldn't even give him Kawhi.
No, I'm saying over time.
Over time, yeah.
I think he'll just be who
I think he would
Kawhi
eclipse around Kawhi's greatness.
I think he would be who Kawhi is.
I think Jordan will still be a champion.
Yes, which Kawhi is.
Yeah.
And I think Kawhi's won some by himself. Well, we'll give him that one in the Raptors.
That's an interesting thing, though. I feel like mentality is another thing.
I think Kawhi has a great mentality.
I think he has a great mentality. But
after this Mavs game, I think he has a terrific mentality.
I think no matter what, though, Jordan would have found his way. Or if you gave him enough time. Like, let's say he was born when LeBron was born.
Okay.
And he came up in the time that LeBron came up in. I feel like Jordan would have found a way to be that great.
Okay.
Just because of his mentality and his work ethic alone. I'm not saying that Kawhi doesn't have that. But, I mean, there's a certain type of edge that other players have said Jordan has about him.
Yeah, I agree. But that was also in the era where they dribble with one hand. So I can't really put too much
disrespectful.
I'm just saying, bro. I seen the defensive video where Jordan was just running behind the guy and he was looking over his shoulder. And he seen him coming, but he couldn't switch hands. He couldn't switch hands, so he just dribbled like this.
He couldn't react
towards the baseline. And he got that shit taken. So, like I said, I think
you got to think about how ahead of his time he was.
Jordan could kind of dribble.
How ahead of his? All right, I think Jordan was farther ahead of his time than LeBron was.
Well, how does that? All right, that's not fair to say, really.
I feel like Jordan was leaps and bounds better than his competition, man.
Yeah.
He was really far ahead of his time.
No, he was. And that's what I'm saying. In this competition heavy league, I think that he would only, I think he would legit
eclipse around Kawhi.
I think he'll be Kawhi. Who Kawhi is, because look at the league. There's Kevin Durant, there's Giannis. It's just too much. It's too much stuff. There's Harden's. It's not like it was back in the days. So this is where I stand. Curry would be who Jordan was. If Curry went back,
all right. So we agree that if Curry went back in time, I think Curry would be the greatest player of all time.
Curry would be Jordan.
I agree.
And if Jordan came up, he would be Kawhi, which says a lot about Jordan. That says how ahead of his time he was, to be honest.
Yeah, because he would still be Kawhi.
Because look, Kawhi has good defense and he still works at mid range, purely. He's a very pure mid-range shooter. Kawhi is a better three-point shooter.
Well, that's what I think. I think Jordan became a better three-point shooter.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think over time. Yeah. In the beginning, he looked like he wouldn't be a good shooter. But give him time, he'll be Kawhi.
Yeah, I think he would have been a better three-point shooter. I think it was more so the fact that three-pointers back then weren't looked at how they're looked at now.
That's not, well, they weren't utilized. They weren't utilized.
Steph Curry changed the game forever.
That's what I'm saying. So if you put Steph Curry back there, they're gonna be like, "What the f is happening?"
They're gonna be so confused, bro.
Like, I'm not guarding him out there. I have to guard him out there.
I have to guard him out there.
What?
You don't think?
And you couldn't play no zone. You're gonna get torched. Yeah. Or someone's gonna be wide open because they're gonna have to really send a double team.
It's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be really.
No, he'll legit get like 20, 30 assists, bro.
I'm not saying that Jordan didn't get Double team. Obviously, I wasn't born in that time.
I'm pretty sure he got double teamed. But man, I've seen the times when he scored. I've seen the highlights. Put it this way, I've seen the highlights.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of single coverage, and I've seen a lot of one-on-one moments.
A lot of AC repairmans guarding him. Mechanics. Grocery store clerks.
Grocery store baggers.
Accountants. Doctors.
You name it. People with doctorate degrees. Like you name it. Everybody except for a basketball player was guarding Jordan.
That's what I'm saying. So I think the TV repairman. bro, geez, bro. I'm not gonna lie though. Let's just think about this though. All right. Like I said, he's ahead of his time, no doubt, because he made them look like that.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. He made them look so bad, but that doesn't take away from the talent that we have today.
No,
because they would also make them look bad.
This
way worse, actually.
This is the only stipulation that I will accept.
What?
Let's say you plop Curry in the 90s, same coaches, same everything. If Curry pulls up that first shot from half court and he misses, he might not touch the court again.
Well, first what he would do is he would probably make a couple with a 3-point line, like whatever.
It's so funny.
And then
he would
as he's hot,
so easily
as he gets hot, then he'll start shooting further and further.
Right.
So then the coach will be like, "Yeah, you got it."
Yeah, you can't argue with numbers and results.
You got it. You like the analytics say that it's not a good shot, but for him it is.
Yeah.
So then he'd be the only one. So to conclude, Curry would be Jordan. Jordan would be Kawhi.